hopefully people take advantage of this in the right way, and if we can do it again, we'd like to do it again, maybe not annually, but maybe every couple of years or so. Just offer this service because it is convenient. You don't have to haul it anywhere. So if you have any questions, feel free to call or bring it back to the next meeting. We'll try to address it. The next item, most of you probably, I think, have had a couple of questions about the Gwynn Street, the road closed there at the railroad underpass. Over the weekend, we had a unfortunate incident where concrete fell out of the facade of the overhead rail bed. So the only thing we could really do at the time, still at this point, is to cordon off either side of the bridge. We asked people to try to go around it. I know it's inconvenient, I know it's challenging, but it's just not worth the risk of having somebody drive through and here comes another chunk out. It would sure do a lot of damage having a piece of concrete fall into your windshield or hit your car. So we're asking people to respect the cones. They're there for a reason. The Port Authority has been notified, and we haven't had a response back yet as far as what they plan on doing to come and inspect it or try to remedy it. So hopefully, but then by the end of the week we'll have some response back from them. But at this point, that underpass is closed. We're just asking people to be patient, and as soon as we get some word from the Port Authority, we'll open it up when we can. But again, if you've noticed a lot of those underpasses, you can see exposed rebar. Where now we're into that freeze-thaw cycle where the water gets in behind the cracks, you get a cold snap, everything expands, it melts, and everything collapses. So just something that I know they're on top of. They're looking at their maintenance. They're doing a lot of rail maintenance the last couple of years, and I know they've been in town in the last 3 years. I know they've been through looking, and we've been in contact with them. So hopefully we'll have some update here soon. Just to piggyback on Chad's comment with the compost facility opening, again, if the weather changes where we really have a big rush, I think the next week or so is still going to be kind of rainy and chilly, but if the weather starts to break, we'll make a call differently. But right now, officially, the compost facility will open April 1st. Again, like we've done the last 3 or 4 years, we're asking people, if you're cleaning out your shrub beds, you're cleaning out some maple trees, you're cleaning out any trees, please, don't place it by the curb. We don't have curbside pickup for yard waste. If you ask you to bundle it, hold on to it, and get it out of the compost facility. Over I think the last year or so, we had a person available that was able to help us out periodically to pick that up. Unfortunately, in the last couple of years, we've lost 2 people out of the street department, and those people have not been replaced. So, we're down from 9 people a few years ago. I think there's 5, maybe 6. I'd have to look at the exact roster. So we don't have people that are going to be riding around with pickup truck looking for little bundles. So again, we're just asking people's cooperation that, yard waste is yard waste. We're not, we're not making rounds at this point to go pick them up. So if there's storm damage, that's one thing. Where the limb falls out of the tree, please report it, and we'll swing by and get it. But, no sooner than sometimes you pick up a bundle and here comes another bundle right behind it. We're not, we don't have a landscape service that we tidy up people's yards for them. So we're just asking for cooperation and some consideration for that. And I think with that, that's all I have. Okay, I'll take the mayor's spot first and congratulate the new firefighters we have. Wish them luck and a long career. We talked at the work session about some possible charter changes. We'll be talking about them at our next work session in more depth. We talked about a cemetery board, and we'll probably have some stuff on that next month, this month. This is March, yeah. You talked about having something come to council to approve a committee. Do we have to do that? The committee for?
The cemetery board?
Well, we're hoping to have at the next meeting a resolution allowing us to officially authorize the mayor to appoint a cemetery board. And the idea there is to allow a board to help look at the long-range plans for the cemetery. We put together a fairly complex strategic plan, a template, if you will, that kind of identifies areas that need to be addressed, record keeping, facilities, infrastructure, procedures, equipment. There's just a whole sundry of things that need to be addressed. And the best way to do that is like we do with, like the park. We have other committees and boards that help, bring the community's comments and community feedback to the administration to help us understand what's out there and allow us to look for proper ways of budgeting and identifying those needs. So hopefully we'll have all that ready to go at the next meeting and bring back more detail at that point.
Okay. Remind all council members you are in charge of a department. Make sure you get to see those. Pat and been over to talk to finance along with Mr. Paul, so make sure you get into that. On Pat's comments, we're doing service to the citizens of Urbana for $400.
$474.
$474, and other cities annually are doing 600 plus. So we're doing as much as we can with what we have. When you look at the budget that we okayed in December, we had a surplus of $1,400. So if you want a lot more done, there's going to have to be some changes made. But it's just start thinking about, we are doing a very good job with what we have. I hope the AG's department doesn't have any scammers, but there are. They're over there. If you can't make a meeting, please make sure you call Amy or I to let us know so we can plan for it. I know sicknesses come up quick, but we need to know. I appreciate it. I think I need to hear from Mr. Fields.
Make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
All those in favor of adjourning this evening, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Good night, ladies and gentlemen.